Welcome, class, to our first class recording. All right, we're gonna do complete the squared today. Can I just get you guys all to shout out so I know I'm not here by myself? Psych. Thank you. I'm gonna switch colors here. I'm feeling the pink. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're doing complete the squared today. Now, this right here is not a perfect square trinomial. Okay, if I tried to x factor this, I would not get a perfect square. So what we're going to do is not clear the page. We are going to go ahead and move that 3 out of here. And to move that 3, we're going to add 3 to the other side. Just like that. I'm going to add 3 to the other side. This 3 is hasta luego. Spanish, all right. X squared plus 2x. Now I'm going to leave a blank space here because we want to figure out what number goes in there that's going to complete the square equals 3. All right, cool. I'm going to switch colors up again. I'm going to go to this puke green. Would I have any, or do I have any volunteers to help me figure out what number would go in here? What do I use to figure that out? Anyone want to be on video? Gabe? All right, it's b over 2 and squared. Okay. Anyone know our b value? Anyone like to? Yes, Lindsay. 2. You are now famous. You know, someone on YouTube is gonna watch this video and be like, "Why is there always a kid saying yeah, right?" 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is just 1. So we're gonna add 1 to both sides. Alright, we have now formulated a perfect square trinomial. Let me demonstrate that this is a perfect square trinomial. If I were to x factor the left-hand side, I'm going to get 1 and 2. What two numbers multiply 1 but add to 2? Yes, sir? 1 and 1. Thank you, Cameron. 1 and 1. That means this is a perfect square trinomial. So if I was to write this down, let's go back to black. We're going to get x plus 1 squared, right? We proved it right here. Again, that number 1 actually comes from right before we square it. Okay. And this equals 4, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. Now, if you watched our video the other day, I did not stop here. We said, let's continue this problem. Let's actually solve for x. So let's use this orange. And we're going to take the square root of both sides. Because if I want x by itself, I need to get rid of that squared term. Okay? So here we get x plus 1 equals, what's the square root of 4? 2. But what kind of 2? Plus or minus? Because of the plus or minus 2, I'm going to get 2 answers. So I'm going to go to purple now. Shh. Gentlemen in the back, I appreciate you being quiet. Okay, so we get x plus 1 equals positive 2, and we get x plus 1 equals a negative 2. So we're going to get 2 different answers here. Subtract 1 from both sides, and I get x equals 1. There's one answer. And over here I subtract 1. And I get x equals negative 3. There we go. One problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors if you don't include black. Okay. Okay. So that was me working through one problem. We're about 4 minutes in. Let's now work through the second problem. Okay. Second problem looks a little different. In the first one, it was set equal to 0. This time, it's set equal to 6. It doesn't matter as long as we get rid of the 21, so we can put a blank space there, and we fill in what's going to complete the square. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. So we'll go ahead and erase that line. And we're going to go ahead and subtract 21 to both sides. And I'm going to switch colors up here again. I'm going to go dark blue. We get x squared minus 8x space equals, what's 6 minus 21? Negative 15. Good job. Okay. And let's go with light blue. Or lighter blue. What do I use to find my missing term to make this a triple? Complete square. Yes, Hannah. B over 2 squared. Perfect. What is my B value, somebody? Brittany? Negative 8. Which, when we divide it by 2, then we get the negative 4. Right? Okay, so this is going to become negative 4 squared. Anyone know what negative 4 squared is? Raise your hand. Cam? 16. So 16 is what I'm going to add to both sides here. 16 and 16. Okay. Again, remember how I x-factored this one over here? If I x-factored this one, I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get negative 4, negative 4, right? Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Negative 4 and negative 4 added together is negative 8, right? So I'm going to go ahead and skip that step. And I'm going to go straight to x minus 4. Remember, it's always the part right before it's squared. See, this is right before we squared it. So x minus 4 squared equals, what's negative 15 plus 16? 1. 1 is the loneliest number. The lonely people? Okay. So me. Anywho, we got to get this finished here because we're already at 7 minutes, so we got to hurry up. This isn't finished. Like we did in the last problem, we want to take the square root so we can get x by itself. So square root both sides, boom, and boom. The square root takes off that square, so just get x minus 4 equals, what's the square root of 1? Anyone know? 1, but what kind of 1? Always remember plus or minus. Okay. Back to black. X minus 4 equals 1. And x minus 4 equals positive 1. Add the 4 to both sides.
Wait, you did that twice. Put x equals to like x minus 4 equals 1, x minus 4 equals 1. They're both constant.
What's up? I was just seeing if you were paying attention. You won the special prize of being smarter than me. Good job.
Well, I'm using 10, so.
So just make it negative somehow. Okay, so we get x equals 5. Thank you, Cameron. All the colors are just so powerful that I must miss that. Add the 4 to negative 1 and we get x equals 3. Okay, so there we are. 2 problems, they're done. A little smiley face for everybody, maybe 2, just because we did 2 problems, I guess. And that's the end, right? We walked through all the problems, lots of different colors, pretty long. Okay, took a little while, but a lot of that's because we're explaining. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Could we get like a last cheer or something, or just like, wow, embarrassing.